All right, guys, welcome back to episode 9 of our channel, Bravehearts, A Century of Nan. And today we're going to be talking about Nana's time working in a pub, which was just over here around the corner, about 100 meters from here, right? It's gone now, but it's called the Rob Roy. Many of you who are from Edinburgh might know the pub that we're talking about. And we're going to talk about Nan's time working in the pub, the stories, the things that happened, all the fun that you had there. So tell us about the Rob Roy.
The Rob Roy was a brilliant pub. And the manager and the manageress, they were a lovely couple. The boss, Mr. Hanley, he never stood for any nonsense. If you didn't do the work right, you were called into the office.
All right, well, let's back up.
Oh, yeah.
When did you start working there?
Oh, God. Don't worry until your granddad died.
No, when did you start working there? So 1955?
Well, just after Anne, Anne was just a young baby, a young girl.
Okay, so your daughter Anne was born in 55, is that right?
56.
And then how did you so you started working in about 57, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, how did you get the job?
Well, a friend of mine worked here. One of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
he worked here.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, Mr. Hanley's looking for workers.
Mr. Hanley owned the pub. Jack Hanley.
Jack Hanley, the manager.
Yeah.
And he's looking for worker. So she says, I've gave him your name. I says, my name?
Mm-hmm.
I says, I've never worked in a pub before.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy.
But you've been in many pubs, right?
I've been in
many pubs, so you had the experience of being in many pubs.
I haven't worked in a pub. And she says he wants to see you. So when your granddad came in from his work, I did that, and I said that to him. I explained to him that I'd been offered the job in the Rob Roy. He says, in the Rob Roy? I says, yes. He says, and what did you say? I says, I have to go and see Mr. Hanley. Well, he says, have a try. He says, if you like it, you take it. He says, that's it. He was there at night for the kids. You know what I mean? So I went round and knocked at the back door. Went in, and one of the ladies came out that worked there, Sylvia. She was in charge of the bar. And she went to Mr. Hanley and he says, tell Dad to come in. So I went in. When I was sitting there, I was shaking a wee bit, You
were nervous?
Yeah. And he asked me this question, he asked me the next question, have you ever worked in a pub before? I said,
no, but I've been in many pubs.
Eh?
But I've been in many pubs.
I had been in the Rob Roy for a drink.
Yeah.
He must have recognised me.
Yeah.
I says, I've never worked in a pub before, I says. And he says, I believe you're a friend of our cocktail barmaid. I says, Jean? I says, yes.
Jean Devlin.
We've been friends for years.
Yeah.
He says, would you like the job? I says, yes. So he says, right, can you start on Saturday night? It was a busy night, I says, yes. But Mr. Hanley, to be honest with you, I haven't poured a pint in my life. You'll learn.
Yeah.
And I did learn.
Yeah.
And he was a gentleman. He always stood by his staff. If he got a complaint, he would always take the side of his staff, And I started there. And I've done a Monday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday lunchtime. And I went back to Sunday night, 2 working days.
Yeah. So you were there a lot. You worked a lot, right?
Yeah, I loved it. I really loved that job. I really did. And you got to know all the guys that came in and that, but I knew some of them already before.
Well, because your husband would be drinking in the Rob Roy after work, right?
Yes.
Because literally, it is 100 meters from where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
It's gone now. There are some apartments which are not very beautiful that are there right now.
No.
Some terrible looking apartments, I'll be honest with you. But obviously Nan's husband would have been in the Rob Roy, and everyone would have known you anyway, right? The guys that were in there.
Yeah. But he never went into the bar. He always went to the cocktail bar.
What's the difference?
The lounge bar.
What's the difference?
And Andrew stayed along the road there. They used to go on the Friday night, and he used to sit with him. And it was a habit every Friday night in the lounge bar.
So, what's the difference between a bar and the lounge?
Well, cocktail bars more fancy drinks and all that,
Are you telling me that my grandfather, who was a builder, right, a bricklayer, was in the lounge drinking martinis or something like that? Like, what was he drinking?
Pints.
Okay.
And then Mr. Hall asked me if I'd like to go and work in the lounge one night even the night. I said, oh my God, how could I do that? He can't get a food for his drink because Friday night that's when he came for a drink, and I've got the kids, So I couldn't say no. So I said, yeah, that'd be okay. And so I went with them, but he never came round that night because he knew I was working in the lounge, and he didn't want to leave the kids, the two kids alone. So I went in the lounge, working in the lounge, and Andrew, that sat beside that, he says to me, "Has Bob told you?" I says, "Told me what?" He says, "About big drives he got in his wages." I knew it was a big kid on, I says, "Actually, Andrew, no, he's never said anything, and that's not like him." He says, he says, "I would grandma when you go home, Dad. You never told me you got a big rise in your wages." So when I went home, I says, "I'd like to talk to you for a minute." "What is it?" I says, "What rise did you get in your wages?" He says, "What rise?" Like that. I says, "Well, one of your mates was telling me, Andrew, that he's got a big rise in your wages." "Oh, well, if we got a big rise," he says, "I never saw it." Like that. And he says, "You know, kid, you've been getting a light."
His friends are trying to wind you up, right?
Aye.
So that was the kind of guys that were in the pub, right? Fun guys, right?
The lounge bar was nicer kids.
So your first year, you're working there at 57. Yeah. What is the atmosphere like? What's it like in the pub? Yeah.
There used to be some fights.
Yeah.
But they soon calmed down,
Yeah.
Mr. Hadley used to sort it out.
Yeah.
Never got the police. Yeah. Very, very
What do you mean fights? Like a Hibs fan and a Hearts fan would fight, or is two guys were too drunk or something?
Like that.
No football fights.
Not about football.
Yeah.
No.
Just about life. Guys got
life.
drunk, right?
Aye.
And you kicked them out?
Well, at last, so the following Friday, when Andrew came in the lounge, and he says, "Is he coming round?" I says, "Oh, aye, he'll be round for a drink." I said, "Well, by the way, Andrew, that was a great rise. I mean, you got the wages there. Did you like it?" I said, "Oh, it was fantastic." I says, "Great rise, made a big difference." And he's looking at me once, says, "She kidding or she?" I was only kidding, I wasn't. I says, "Did you get a rise, Andrew?" "Yes, I will got a rise." "Oh, that was good." I says, "It was brilliant."
Okay.
I got the whole lot. I says, "You're sitting there lying to me right, left and centre." You know what I mean? That's the kind of guys that were.
Yeah, nice guys, right? Fun guys.
Aye.
So when you first started, you were a bit nervous about pouring beers and making drinks, yeah?
I should learn.
Like how to pour a Guinness properly or something like that, right? Like how to do these things, right? How to make a gin and tonic properly. Yeah. So how did you learn? Just by experience? Did someone show you?
Picked it up.
Yeah.
My sister used to sometimes come down on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I used to work from 10 o'clock to 3 on Sunday. I never worked at night, but when I went home, well, we had my dinner, then she and Jeanette went away home in the bus.
Yeah.
And he says, he says, "Your sister was praising you up today." I says, "What? Jean?" "Yeah." He says, "Tell me you're good at your job. You can pour the drinks." And I see how quickly you learned then. I really agree. I thought it was fantastic, that job. I loved it.
Now, did you ever, when your friends would come in or people you like, would you ever give them, a beer on the side or extra gin or something in the gin and tonic? Were you that kind of person? You can be honest now because most of the people are gone, right? You don't work there anymore now. You're not going to get fired. Tell us the truth now.
I spoke of this when he was on his own.
Yeah.
He'd get a drink, get the first drink,
Yeah.
Then later on, I'd pour one up and say, that's a drink for you.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
And
2 free pints for your husband.
yeah.
Yeah.
Two.
And what about other people that would come in?
Other ones done it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic.
But if someone wanted like a rum and coke or a gin and tonic and it was your friend, would you give them extra alcohol? Would you,
No.
No. You pour the shot, put it in?
Not shots. I didn't give them extra shots. No.
Really?
It was beer or a can of lager or something.
No, but when someone ordered a short, right? A gin and tonic, right?
Aye. Put milk in the glass.
Yeah, glass. Yeah. Would you give them extra?
Oh, yeah, of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Of friends.
For 30 years, you were giving away a shot and a half, right? In the gin and tonic.
We tried.
Yeah.
Everything was okay.
Did everybody know? Did Mr. Henley ever ask you?
No. I did it at the QT. I did the.
Right.
My back was something when I was pouring at the gantry.
So who was in there? Who worked with you in the early days? Who were your friends? Jean was there?
Jean worked through the cocktail bar.
Yeah.
And with Sylvia, she was in charge of the public bar, and I got a great. She stays up at Morden. And
still? Now?
I think she's still there. She lost her daughter.
Okay.
She lost her daughter 2 or 3 years ago. Who else? What?
Because I've seen pictures of you, and there was a lot of people that you were friendly with, right? In Rob Roy.
Yeah. I forget some of their names.
Well, it's been a long time,
and go,
right?
They would come and went.
But were there people there that were with you for the whole 30 years that you worked there? Like, did Jean work there the whole time that you were there?
Jean was
30 years.
A bit longer than me.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It was me actually looking the job.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah.
I says, Jean, they're looking for somebody in the room. That's before I ever went.
Oh, I see. Okay. You saw like a job
I says, Jean,
job posted,
they're
right?
looking for somebody in the room. Bro, you've done that before.
Yeah.
Go round and see them.
Yeah.
But so she got a job there.
Now, when you were working there, that was your second job, right? Because you worked in the supermarket at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know.
Did you keep both jobs at the same time?
Yeah.
So you must have been working every night.
Not every night.
Yeah.
Just a Monday, Thursday, Friday. A Monday night, a Friday night, Saturday night, and sometimes I worked on Thursday afternoon.
Right, but what about the co-op? You were there as well.
Well, then I finished at night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Between 2 jobs, you must have been working every day.
I was the co-op.
Yeah.
Till 5 o'clock.
And then nighttime.
Then I went out there at 7.
So you would have been working 12 hours a day? Is that fair to say that? 14 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved every minute.
Yeah.
I really did.
You must have been rich. Back in those days, Nan.
Right? Half a crown an hour.
What's a crown?
2.6.
Tell people what's a crown.
2.6. A half crown is 2 and 6.
What does 2 and 6 mean? I don't even know what that means.
2 and 6 is 2 shillings.
Yeah.
And 6pence.
And what does that mean? Is that like a pound or something, or is it less than a pound?
2 shillings.
2 shillings.
2 shillings that was like £2 and £2.06, you can say.
Okay.
But I used
to per hour or per shift, or what do you mean?
For an hour.
An hour. Okay.
And then Mr. Halley called me at the office one day and he says, Dan, he says, want to ask you a question or a favour?
Yeah.
He says, do you like your job here? I says, I love it. He says, you've come on very well.
Yeah.
Because I've had no complaints or anything about you or anything.
Well, you're giving free drinks. All the customers, no one's complaining.
If you knew that, it'd go for a step. Anyway, he says, you know that I work at the races at Musselburgh. We have a bar at the races.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I always take, so he says, Nancy, I always take Nancy Peters. Sure. He says, would you like to come for the work at the races for the day?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Monday holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So I did the work in the co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I says, the races. I says, I would like that, yes.
The horse races.
Horse races.
Yes.
Horse races.
Yes.
I says, I love that. He says, right. He says, you, Nancy, and me, and two of the bar staff, the men, they
Mhm.
were there. They were left the crates like with the beer in it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But Nancy Peters and I, we went, there was a van standing, it had a back on it. And I says to Nancy, okay, we're quiet, what about watching the first race coming up? Okay. Well, you would have seen her and I in the back of this van watching the race coming up. The next thing, the boys at the back, Jack, get anything down here. Oh, I said, up for the high jump.
Were you all dressed up for the races?
I was at the races. I says, oh, here, Dad said, no, Nan, you'll go get sacked, don't worry. She'd be there a long time. And then boy. I says, right, we shouldn't have done that. She says, oh, she says, he'll go for it.
Yeah, you were okay, right? He liked you.
Dad, can you imagine you winning that race?
Did you bet on it? No.
I said, never win a thing.
Did you always go to the races with the Rob Roy?
I always worked them outside functions. I was always there.
Yeah. What other functions would you do?
Well, we worked up at the, you know, it's the bus at Lady Road.
Yeah.
It comes and goes up that way.
Cameron Toll.
Yeah. Up the way. There's a sort of
posh neighborhood.
No, it's like a, as you say, it's a. It was exactly well, what the hell is it you go to? You work at you work in Thailand and you're a teacher.
University?
Yeah. There's a sort of university.
Oh, okay. I understand.
And all the young students.
Yeah.
And this time I do now and again.
Yeah. And Mr. Hannon get the contract to supply the beers, right?
Yeah,
and the drinks.
Drinks that.
Yeah.
And they were a noise of what to.
Well, they're 21-year-old college students, right? You were probably the same back in the day, right?
And
that's guaranteed.
Him and I, Nancy were always there, working in the thing with
the same barmaids at the Rob Roy would always be together for the outdoor function, outside functions.
Yeah. It was a good boss.
Yeah.
It took a shine to me anyway, so I was quite happy about that. No, I didn't mean in a thing that says, I mean, you do that like to work.
Yeah. Well, listen, entrepreneurs, owners of businesses, they always want people they trust, right? And people they can count on, great employees. And if he obviously liked you and all the people that work with you, right? So that's why you were there for 30 years, right?
And if you got in trouble with one of the guys in the bar, it would say, the fella, come here. You take him through the office, ask her why. There's one day, one of the lasses, one of the women, you women started.
Yeah.
I was having my tea break in the kitchen, and one of the guys were there that worked in the Rob Roy.
Mm.
And she's talking away. She says, when I serve a guy, she says, I'll say to them, when they give them money for the drink,
Yeah.
What about my drink? Do I don't get a drink from you?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
If you get a drink, good enough.
Yeah. If someone offers.
Well, I was the head in the kitchen.
You got angry.
I got angry.
Yeah.
I says, you've no right to do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing to do with you. I said, no, it's nothing to do with me. I says, I don't deal in anything like that.
Yeah.
I says, but you don't ask a guy for a drink. If you get a drink, fair enough.
Yeah.
You say thank you. That's
but you can't make the customers feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. So, Mr. Harley, I was called in the office.
Mm.
What was all about that? Now wait. Well, Mr. Harley, I'm not a clipe. I don't like. He said, no, just tell me what the argument was about. I says, well, she says that when she serves a drink, she'll say to the guy, hey, what about my drink?
Mm.
What? I says, she says, that was the head of it.
Mm.
Well, he was the happy either, I'll tell you.
Mm.
He got her at the office and gave her hell.
Did she get fired?
No, I think she's still there, but she never asked again the fella for a drink. If you get a drink, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, you didn't get a drink.
Yeah. I mean, would some guys buy drinks for the bar staff? I mean,
I used to get 2 or 3,
Yeah. So just in a friendly way, not like the guys were hitting on you or they liked you as a woman, right?
No.
But in a friendly way,
I go great with them. They're fabulous.
Yeah.
But she's a lovely lassie.
So all through the 1950s, through the 1960s, the 70s, and the 80s. You worked in the Rob Roy, right? Did you ever become the manager? Did you become like the head person or something?
No, I didn't want that.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I didn't want that.
And when your husband...
walked out one time.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Okay.
I walked out.
Yeah. You quit.
I can't remember exactly what it was about. It was... what happened that night? It was an argument anyway.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of the argument.
Yeah. That's not a surprise.
And
I'm not surprised about any of this.
And one thing led to another, And Mr. Harley came, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And he started with me. Kid. I says, why me? I says, you're in this argument.
Yeah.
I says, yeah. He says, well, oh, cause that's it.
Yeah.
I went and got my coat. He says, where are you going? I says, I'm finished.
Yeah.
I'm finished. I walked out.
Yeah.
Well, he used to come at the store and get his messages.
Down to the co-op, your other job, supermarket.
Yeah. He used to come once a week, get his groceries.
Yeah.
This thing says to me, Dad, he says, what about coming back to work for me?
Yeah.
I says, no. Would you not like to come back? I says, no, I'm not coming back, Mr. Harley. That's it. Well, one Friday night, I was in the pub with Bob.
Yeah.
In the lounge bar.
Yeah. In the Rob Roy.
In the Rob Roy.
Yeah, not working, but just drinking in the lounge.
Bob says, you want to come in for a wee drink? I says, oh, I don't know. I says, come on. The kids were bigger than that.
Yeah.
Come on to get a wee drink. So I went round with him. And I don't know, but I can't remember who was working behind the bar, but she suddenly disappeared. No, it was Mrs. Harley was working behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we went in and got the drink beside her, she moved right away in the office. So she comes through to the bar and, Dad, the boss wants you in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob looked at me. I says, I care what it's for. I says, he's wanting me to come back and work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, suit yourself. If you want to go back, go back.
Yeah.
So
you'd calmed down by then, right?
Okay. So it was all for about 3 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So I went through. Yes, Mr. Harley, what is it?
Yeah.
Very good. Sit down. I said, yeah, thank you. Do you want to come back and work for me? No. He says, you're a stubborn bugger.
Mm-hmm.
One thing like the other.
Nothing has changed.
Will you come back and work for me? I said, all right then, I'll come back.
Did you get a pay rise?
I got a pay rise.
Yes.
And he says, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Come back.
Really?
So,
he gave you more money, yeah? He gave you more money to come back.
Aye.
Yeah.
I never said to any of the girls.
Yeah.
I never mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because that was what you
Well, they know now. So.
Me and Mr. Harley. And he says, I'm happy you're coming back.
That's great. So he really valued you as an employee, right? He liked you as a person.
Yeah.
And he knew that you were good at handling all the guys, that they got out of control. You talked to them.
Yeah.
And everyone, your coworkers liked you, and you know, you're a great addition, right?
You know the other
to
thing
the staff, right?
When my mother died.
Yeah.
Well, I was off work, you know. So, and he came, the three of the staff to the funeral, brought flowers to the grave.
Oh, very nice, yeah.
No, I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
He had a nice funeral, Mr. Harley.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Harley. Oh, I love my
He's been gone for a long time, I guess.
We are going on.
Yeah.
He was a great boss.
Yeah.
Fair. He was fair.
Yeah.
But that day, he was getting on to me. I says, oh, I'm finished. I'm not at work anyway. I grabbed my coat off the rail and walked out.
So, you kept working there after Bob died, right? After your husband died in 87.
Yeah.
So, what was that like being in there, like when after he passed away?
Everybody they were nice. They knew people, okay.
Yeah.
And they were really great guys.
Yeah.
I couldn't say anybody said an old word to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, never argued with me or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I got to the stage that if she started that, I'd just walk away. Because I didn't want involved.
How many years after Bob died did you quit?
I was born 1956. And it was about what? Should be about 5-year-old.
Mhm.
when I went to the Rob Roy.
Yeah.
Because her dad was there and she looked after
And you left in 1990, is that right?
me.
Yeah.
Is it
Bob
19?
died in 87,
That's right.
so 1990, maybe
Oh.
a couple of years after?
No, I was here for a while.
Really, 10 years?
They had a party for us. A party for a leaving party.
So when was that? In the 90s?
Oh, it was I. I was here 30 odd years, great.
Yeah.
30 odd years, the Rob Roy.
Well, but did it make you a little bit sad though that after Granddad died that you were in there knowing that he wasn't coming around on a Friday, right? How did you feel?
Yeah.
Sorry to bring it up, but how did you feel about that?
Well, because you kept looking at the door and somebody else would come in. But you had to pull yourself together when you served the customers. But that was it. I had a great time with the Rob Roy.
You know, I don't know if you remember, but I was there. I've only been to this pub once. I was 15. Really? I was 15 years old in 1988, just after Granddad died. We came back as a family from Canada to Scotland for a holiday.
Yeah.
And you had a party for us in the Rob Roy.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I was 15 or 16 years old. But I remember everyone was so nice. Right? Yeah. All the people that were in there. Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of beers and I don't really remember much, right? Because I remember someone just giving me, here's a beer, son, here's a beer.
And I was
I guess, you know.
I was going to tell them.
Yeah.
But even a silver wedding, I know about a ruby wedding the Rob Roy.
Yeah.
And it was a brilliant night.
Now, you still meet people. So when we go out for a walk, I take Nana in her wheelchair and we go down to the supermarket down the street, or we go to, various places downtown or something like that, Edinburgh. When I take you out, maybe half the time we are out somewhere, you always meet someone that knows you from the Rob Roy. Like last week, we're down in the Sava Centre.
That's right. Helen and George.
Yeah, and these guys are in their 80s. And they see you across the hallway, Nan. And then this whole neighborhood went to the Rob Roy.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah.
And Gina and I were the best of pals.
Yeah,
yeah. It's something came to work there, and the work with Jean.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a cheeky. She tried to take
the language, Nana. We're on YouTube.
I've got to watch what I'm saying. I'm not mentioning any names, but Jean was the cocktail bar for the long time.
Yeah.
She got a great with Mr. Harley.
Yeah. But people still know you as like from working in the Rob Roy, right? People see you all over the place, right? At your rugby club, all those people would go to that club as well, right? Yeah.
Jack, the four guys that one of those
your buddies in the club, yeah.
Roy, that's my cousin's.
Those guys are they're in their 60s now, right? Mid-60s, yeah.
Three of him is the one job.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and I go through every week and see them after the bingo spirit.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say?
They met you in the Rob Roy. They used to go there.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack used to come.
Yeah.
First time I saw him, I said to myself, I've seen him before.
Yeah.
Because I went through to speak to Roy, and they were all sitting. And I kind of his face. I've seen him somewhere, and then it clicked.
Yeah.
He used to come at the Rob Roy.
Yeah.
And
did he remember you?
I says, Dad, you worked in the Rob Roy. I says, aye.
Yeah.
Says, I recognise you right away.
So this was the main pub for the whole area, right? This area?
I was in there.
Yeah.
I see all the houses that look in there now.
Yeah.
You just come out the door and do the back way and in the pub.
Do you remember, you weren't working there, but do you remember when it closed? When they decided to sell the land?
We had to leave. We had retired and they were selling it.
Yeah. But when was this? About 25 years ago?
Oh, it's better than that.
Late 90s, right? After you quit? Yeah.
After we had to
finish. Was there like one last night in the Rob Roy? Like a going away?
They had a party.
Before they sold the place. Yeah. So all the customers from all around have been there for years.
We used to have pictures. We used to have a picture singing here. And we used to work at it.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about the last night ever.
Last night we were.
The last night ever for the Rob Roy. Before they closed it. Was there a big party?
No.
Really?
No.
It was just a normal night?
We all had a drink. The staff and that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Harley was the well anyway, but they had a pensioner thing every year for the pen. And of course we used to work at it, you know. And they says to me one time, and tell your mother to come.
Yeah.
Bring her friend.
Yeah.
So my mother and Mrs. Armstrong, Mrs. McVeigh,
Yeah.
they came down. They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He picked them up and took them home in the car.
Mr. Helling must have been very sad when you finished, right? When you quit, he must have.
He was away by then.
Oh, he was gone.
He was a new manager.
Okay.
He retired.
Did they try and get you to stay, or they knew you wanted to leave, or
if the new manager didn't want you, I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
The only time his own staff or something.
Is that why you left? Because there was new management?
No. I was there till the end, till finished.
Oh, you were there till the pub closed forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So you stayed until you were about 75 years old?
I was working when I was 70 odd.
70 odds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so your last night, you didn't want to leave.
No.
They sold the pub.
To
make apartments. To make these apartments.
Yeah.
That are terrible looking apartments, by the way. If anybody ever been up Gilmerton Road, they have these apartments where the Rob Roy used to be, and they look terrible.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls and I, we got a great,
Yeah.
We had an argument now and again.
Yeah,
it's only natural. You didn't work all the time with you. You know.
Well, it sounds like, man, it sounds like you had wonderful times.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is a big part of your life, right?
Yeah,
It was working in Rob Roy, yeah?
I loved it.
All right. It's a shame that it's gone now, right?
Yeah.
But you still see your friends
around,
right? Yeah.
Well, that was Helen enjoying it. Well, the customers were doing And Helen was one of the lasses. We used to go drives. Judy, we were playing with Judy that. She used to run bus trips at Blackpool and that. We used to go.
Oh, all the people from the pub.
Us, no. Just I know special friends.
Yeah.
And we used to go that was after
Blackpool is the Thailand of England, right? On the beach, and the Las Vegas.
Ella and I, and you met when the club, and when he was a bit tight-fisted. You know what I mean by that? She always had a sore hand. She used to sit with her hand like...
We're live. Winnie's going to see this.
She had a bad hand that went like that.
All right. Nana, we are going to finish our episode on the Rob Roy. And that's great that you had such a good time, right?
I enjoyed it.
In that pub, right? That was a big part of your life, right?
It.
Yeah.
Loved it. And I knew the kids were safe because they were with their dad.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah,
even they, even they let them out. Well, they were older.
Yeah.
Carol, she used to go out with her pals at night.
Yeah.
One night she didn't come here.
Yeah.
Late.
Leave that for the next episode, Nana. Leave that for the 1970s, okay? 1960s.
Yeah,
so, guys, if you're enjoying these episodes, please subscribe to our channel. And, if you're enjoying the content that we have with Nan telling these amazing stories about life and what life was like in Edinburgh back in the 50s and 60s, please subscribe and watch our other videos. We will see you in the next episode, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye.